right? Be safe and stay at home. In the previous class, we have discussed about the three important terms. That is the SMS. SMS means not short message service, but it is a social distance. We need to maintain a distance between the people wherever you go, and please don't come out. Be safe at home only. If it is very important, then only you come out. And most of you people will not come out. I know that, right? As you are very good children. Now M for mask. We need to cover our face with a mask or with a kerchief whenever we are going out. And wearing mask and moving to the, suppose you may think that we are wearing the mask and we can able to approach the person, that is not safe at all. Better please maintain the distance. Now here S means sanitizer or the soap. Frequently wash your hands with the soap or sanitizer. When you are going out, please sanitize your hands and go out. And maintain the healthy food, good hygiene. Take the healthy food and maintain the good hygiene, right? Now, moving to the topic, that is about the landforms of the earth we have introduced in the last class. Now, in this landform is nothing but the relief features, right? What are the relief features? Physical features which are made by the nature, not by the man. And here, in the last class, we have discussed about the four important landforms. What are those? Mountains, plateaus. About these two things we have done in detail. And here mountains are nothing but the high level lands which are covered with the snow, right? And when due to the sun rays, the snow will change into the water and forms the valley. Along with that valley, we can see the water also carries the soil. The soil is very fertile soil. Example, the alluvial soil, right? Alluvial soil, which is helpful for the production of the crops and fruits. And most of the people likes to live very near to the valley areas, but because there is no need to fetch the water, and there will be a great supply of the water to the plants. With the help of supply of water only, they can make the more production of the crops and fruits. Now moving to the plateau. What is a plateau? The other name of plateau is tableland. As I know, here from one place to another place, the minerals and the vegetation changes. Now in the first, suppose here, the atmosphere wherever you are living, that place will be different compared to your native place or to the village. So in the same way, here from one place to another place, there are the variations in the plateaus, and those plateaus will be having the different types of minerals which are helpful for the country development, right? And with the whenever there is a gap between the two valleys, two plateaus, here we can see the formation of the rivers. So the plateaus are helpful for the formation of the rivers, right? Now about these two important things we have discussed in the last class. Now in this class we are going to read about the two more relief features, that is about the plains and the deserts. About the plains, the first one, second one, third one. Now I hope you are ready with the textbook, page number 383, right? Now plains. Plains are lowlands that extend over a vast area. Here these are the mountains, and here we have the plateaus. These are the mountains, right? With the high level lands covered with the snow is a mountain, and the table-like structure is a plateau, right? And here the plain area, the flat surface of the earth is a plain region. So here might be the mountains and the plateaus will be for the small, in the small area we can observe this, but the plain area is a very vast area. The plains are usually formed by the rivers that rise in the mountains and flow down. Already with the help of the valley, there is a great formation of the rivers we have observed. So due to the flow of the water, we can see there is a formation of the plains. In this process, these rivers deposit sand and silt along the river beds. Now here, whenever the mountains are supplying the water, the help of the valley. Along with the water, we can see the form coming down of the silt, soil, the sand. So these all will come, and due to the force of water, here what will happen whenever they are coming down with a great force. Once the speeds down, means when they will become very slow, the force of the water will become very slow. Here we can see the silt, the sand, and all the small granules of nothing but small stones. They will all deposit here only, and only the water will be going. Right? Now here we can see with the help of the silt and sand, there will be a river bed. River bed. So with the help of the river bed, there will be a good production of the fruits and crops. Now take the page number 384. Now gradually plains are formed by these deposits. What are these deposits? Here along with the water, something is coming down. Once the speed reduces or slowed down, here we can see all the silt sand will be standing over there. So with the help of that, there is a formation of the river bed, and the soil will become very fertile. For example, in the northern plains in India have been formed by the river Ganga and its tributaries. Now already in the previous class we have discussed about the mountains, and our North India is covered with the mountains, Himalayas. So here, because of the Himalayas, there is the formation of the Great Plains. Great Plains. Now, and tributary. What is the tributary? Here, this river, and whenever the water level increases in the river, this river again, it will be moving from the one place to another place. So, moving to different directions. Those all will come under the tributaries. They are called as tributaries. Now, the plains can be found around the sea or in the interiors of the continents. These all plains can be observed between the countries and between the continents. Deep inside the countries, only we can able to observe this. Now, moving to the features of plain. These are the features of plain. What are the features of the plain? We'll see. The silt deposited by the rivers make the plains very fertile and suitable for agriculture. Many crops are grown in the plains. Here we already just now we have discussed that due to the force of water when it is coming down, it carries the silt, and that silt is very helpful. Silt is nothing but it is very fine sand. It is completely looks like a powder will be. Right? Now it is smooth sand. So with the help of the smooth sand or the silt here, we can able to grow the more number of crops and fruits. Now the plains are thickly populated as compared to the mountains and plateaus. Here we can't see the more number of population. Populated means more number of people. So here we can't see the more people, and here in the plateau region also we can't see the people. And so as we have a very good development in the plain region, we can see more number of people settling there. Now we people are not living on the any hill region. Why? Because we don't have any types of facilities there. Or else, and for everything we need to come down. So that is not possible. So people started living in the plain region instead of living in the mountainous or the plateau land. The many towns and cities are located in the plains. Now we have the society in the city. We can see more number of industries, factories, companies, hotels, cinema halls. These all we can see in our surroundings. So this is possible only on the flat surface of the earth, that is a plain area. Many great civilizations developed on the river banks in the ancient times. Civilization means Harappa civilization, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro civilization we can see in this plain region. So in ancient times means people started living near the river valleys, and they made the many changes. So with the help of the changes here, we can see that there is a great development in the country with the help of these all different types of landforms. Now here we will see the good transport system, availability of the water and the rich fertile soil makes the plains best suited for the human settlement. Now compared to the mountains and the plateaus, plain areas are very comfortable and they are suitable for the people. to develop themselves and to develop the plain area. Now, deserts. Deserts are the vast area. I hope you have understood about the plains, right? Plains are nothing but the completely flat surface area which is formed because of the silt and soil of whenever they are coming down from the mountains. Deserts are the vast areas of sand that receive very fertile, very little rainfall and experience extreme temperature. Now here in these three regions, mountainous, one thing for the here mountain areas are covered with the snow. Mountain regions are covered with the snow, right? And here the plateaus is nothing but the table-like structure. Here there is a formation of the great rivers. And the plain areas are helpful for the production of the fruits and crops, and plain areas are very helpful for the development. Now coming to the desert area, the fourth one is about the desert. It is a landform covered with the sand. Landform covered with sand. Sand means Izuka, right? Already you know about that. Now here, deserts are the vast areas, means a large area which is covered with the sand that receive very little rainfall. Now here, because of the snow, because of the flow of the water, valley, rivers and the plain areas, these all are helpful for the formation of the water cycle. Nothing but there is a chance of getting the rainfall for us. But here in the sand area there are no plants, nothing. So because the sandy soil is not a completely fertile soil. If the soil is very fertile, we can able to grow the more number of plants. But the sand soil is not supporting for the plant growth. So in the desert area we can't able to see the more number of plants, as this area is covered with the completely sand. Right? Now here there are no plants, no river body, no water body. So this all leads to the more temperature. It's a high temperature. If it is a high temperature means it is very hot. High temperature means hot. Right? And very little rainfall. And very little means and sometimes there will be no rainfall also. The sandy area, in the desert area, the temperature is very high. High means it is very hot. Whenever we get the fever, the thermometer we can see the temperature is going up. 93, 94, 98, 100, 103, 104 like that. So whenever we have the fever, the thermometer shows that our body is very hot. So we are having a very high fever. So if it is normal, if it is below 98, 96, 97, 93, 94, that means our body temperature is normal. So we don't have any fever. But in the same way here, the high temperatures are there in the sandy area and there is a very little rainfall. When there is no rainfall and high temperature, in these climatic conditions we can able to grow the more number of crops? No, it is not possible. The vegetation is completely very less. Now, what are the features of the deserts we'll see here? That deserts are nothing but a landform covered with the sand. Right? Now here in the sandy area, the temperature is very high, nothing but the very hot temperature, and the rainfall is very little and there is no very good vegetation. Now, features of the deserts. The desert experience extreme climate. The days are very hot and the nights are very cold. Better here compared to the land and water. Land and water. Now, when the sun rays are falling on the land and on the water, land having such a force, the help of the gravitational force, land absorbs the heat very soon and it gets down cool also very soon. Yes or no? Now we are compared to the water body, and water bodies are very vast. 70% of the water body we have. Now suppose in your home, take a glass of water and boil it. It will boil very fast. Within 2 to 3 minutes only it will boil. Now if you keep a very huge container, very big container, and pour the liters of water in them, now you can observe the timings between the two, a glass of water and a huge water container. Which will take more time? The huge water container will take the more time. So in the same way here also, whenever the sun rays are falling on the land absorbs the heat very fast and gets cool also very fast. And the water body takes much time to get it heat and to get it cool. So in the same way, in the desert area also, whenever the sun rays are falling on this land, during the daytime we can see the daytime will be very hot, right? How we will be in the summer, in the same way there will be more than that we can able to observe in the desert area. And here in the night time it is very cool. Daytimes are very hot and the night times are very cool in the desert region. Now moving to the page number 385. Deserts are extremely dry because they receive scanty rainfall. Here desert area is completely dry because scanty means very less. Scanty or very less rainfall. Right? Here there is no vegetation, no plants, nothing is there in the desert area. So here the rainfall is also very less. Now the sandstorms are common in the desert. As the winds blow the sand from one place to another, sand dunes are formed. They are small hills of sand. Everywhere we can observe the air. Right? If we are inside the home also we can feel the air. If we go outside also we can feel the air. Now here the sand area is completely a plain area, we can say that, but because there are no vegetations, nothing is like that. So due to the force of air, whenever there is a very great force of the air, the top layer of the sand will go along with the air and they will deposit in some other place. Here we can see the formation of the small hills. So this we call as a sand dune. Sand dune. Right? Now, deserts are two types, cold deserts and hot deserts. Here we have the two types of deserts. One is a cold and second one is a hot. Now, desert plants include cacti and the date palms, cactus. As now here we can see the cactus, which is a thorny plant. And it is completely green in color because it having the very long roots, and once if you go very deep inside the sand area, we will be having the fertile soil where with the help of that they will get the water. The cactus will be like this. Right? Here we can see all the thorns for there. This is a cactus. Now, oases are the small water pools that spring up at some places in the desert. Date palms grow around an oasis. Oasis is nothing but a small water body in between the desert. Is a water body. Now all the surrounding area of the water body we can able to see the sand. But in between the sand area we can see a small water body that we call as a oasis. Deserts are usually located in the western part of the continent. So in every continent, mostly in the western side, we can see the desert area. Even in our country also we have this in the western side. Near Rajasthan. Rajasthan comes under the western side. In this area only we can see the second largest desert, that is the Thar desert in our country. Right. Now next one. Some of the famous deserts of the world include the Sahara in Africa. In African continent also, we have the very largest desert, that is the Sahara Desert. Next to Sahara here, our country Thar Desert is very famous. Now, and the Patagonia in the South America. These are the three important deserts which we have in our country. So one continent, one desert, Sahara Desert is in Africa. Right here we can say the Thar Desert, a part of Asian continent. Now next, Patagonia in South America. And these three are continents, and completely to the western side only we are having these deserts. I hope you have understood about the plains and deserts, right? Please do. Now your homework will be. But if you understand the topic, it is very helpful for your exam, and even you can write in your own words. Now please copy the homework. Do page 384, picture study. Right, here you have the small picture. Identify the crop shown in the picture and answer which crop it is and what is there in the plate and where does it grow. Right, I hope you have understood this. Please be safe at home. Thank you.